it's going to be hot in America, and you've got Serbia that are renowned for their set pieces. How much has he been drilling you? Because it could be an absolutely vital tool going into the World Cup, but in this vital 2 weeks as well.
Yeah, huge. I think obviously at the moment we're focused purely on Andorra. I think we'll look at Serbia more when that game's done, but from sort of what I've heard and know, I think Serbia will be an intimidating atmosphere, and I think now with sort of set pieces, it's become such a vital part of a game. I think everybody now pretty much has a set piece coach, and it's just those little sort of percent that might make the difference between sort of winning or losing. So something that we're set piece wise looking to improve on, and know that could be the difference when it comes to tournament football between sort of winning and losing games.
Thomas Gibson.
Hi Dan. Obviously throughout the season, obviously you have these camps throughout the Premier League season as well. When you're working closely with Thomas and you're working closely with Eddie Howe, what are the different qualities you see in each manager?
I think probably just the amount of tactical work that goes into it. But so obviously I've worked with Eddie for 3 and a bit years now, and it's like relentless the way that he works, and sort of leaving no stone left unturned, or hopefully that's the same. Yeah, so there's like when we go in, I know exactly what I'm expected to do, and if we're the 9 times out of 10, if we do what we're asked to do, we tend to win the game. And it's the same with the manager. I think it's harder because we probably don't have that amount of time every single day that we get with managers at the club. So, but I think this has been a really good week. I think we've needed this week just to know and expect what the gaffer wants from us, and hopefully try and put that into practice in the game tomorrow.
And just on a personal note for you obviously with Newcastle, you're going into a Champions League season, the World Cup's around the corner. You mentioned earlier about you feel good physically, you feel good mentally. Would you say this is the most confident you've felt in your career so far? Yeah,
I think so. I think I've been playing well for a long time now, and I think that's built a lot of confidence in us. Obviously been successful last season with sort of winning the League Cup and getting into the Champions League, so I feel in a really good place, and I still feel as if the older I'm getting, I'm still getting better, so I think that sort of fills us with confidence as well. And it's exciting. It's an exciting season now that I'm sort of 33-year-old and I'm getting the chance to play Champions League football again, and the possibility of maybe making a World Cup squad is just motivates us to just want to keep pushing myself further.
Thomas Tuchel's had 4 games in charge now, 2 camps. You've started 2 of those games, and it looks like you're starting this one as well, although you wouldn't be sitting there, so congratulations on that. But are you starting to feel a part of it? I mean, I remember when we first spoke to you when you came in, and you said, look, some people think I'm only here for this one camp. No, I want to be part of the World Cup squad. Yeah. Are you starting to feel a part of the furniture now? Yeah,
definitely. I think the first camp was amazing to be there, but I feel like the more camps I go on now, like I feel sort of more confident in my own ability to play at this level. I think it's sort of the unknown when you come here. Until you've played a game, you don't really know if you can do it. But now that I've done it and I'm sort of starting to build up the camps, what's this, camp 3 now, 3 to go, I feel like I should be here and deserve my place.
I like that, 3 and 3 to go. You're clearly thinking about the World Cup as well. But 100%. Listen, I've got to ask you about your club. There's an elephant in the room here, and I'm sorry, we wouldn't normally, when you're on England duty, ask about it, but it's been such an extraordinary and difficult summer for Newcastle. That eventual, protracted, painful departure of Alexander Isak. How do you feel about that, and how do you feel towards him as a former teammate and the way he behaved?
I'm glad it's done. I think we wanted the transfer window to close just to have a bit of clarity on it. But listen, I've been in football long enough to understand that for a player, the careers are short and they've got things that they want to achieve. So for me, I'm happy that it's over. Alex is a mate, so it was a tough situation because you want him to be around and helping the team, but also understand for him what he needs to do personally. So listen, I've got nothing but sort of good wishes for Alex.
No animosity towards
him? No animosity. I think listen, obviously as a Newcastle fan, and you know what Newcastle fans are like, we're very protective of our club and we're City, and you want players to be there who want to play for Newcastle, and you don't want them to sort of naively think that there's anywhere else to go apart from playing at Newcastle, so I understand why our fans are frustrated. But as I said, I think I've been in the game long enough now to understand what goes on, and as I said, I wish Alex all the best apart from when we play Liverpool, obviously.
Thanks, Dan, for doing that.
All right.
Thanks.
Hi Dan, as you said, you feel a bit more established and settled now here in the England camp, and Thomas Tuchel always speaks so highly of you, qualities on the pitch and what you bring off the pitch as well, but just how does that make you feel? Has that made you settle as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think, as I said, the more camps that I'm taking a lot more confidence from it. I feel like on a personal level I'm probably playing the best football that I've had in my career. I feel really good sort of physically, and I'm in a good place mentally where like I'm up for the challenge. And as I said before, my very first camp, like the World Cup was something that was not even close to being on my radar. But now that we're in camp 3 and building towards it, I just want to sort of try and implement what the gaffer's asking of me in the team, and just trying to sort of play as well as I can, so I keep getting picked for these camps.
With that, and you counting down to the World Cup and it being at the end of this season and it feeling in touching distance, does it make you want to pull more out of yourself every time you play a game, basically?
Yeah, I think I try and go in with that mentality that I'm just leaving absolutely everything out there. I've always tried to in my career not have any regrets and think, oh, I wish I had done this or done that. So I'm just trying to do exactly what the manager's asked, and I think there was probably a lot of learning from the last time we played Andorra. Maybe tactical things that we maybe didn't get quite right, or we could change a little bit, and even sort of from a mentality view, I think a lot of the lads are used to playing in these games where you're on the ball constantly and expected to dominate, and I'm probably not really used to that just with the teams that I've played for in the past and the games that I'm doing. So I think it's a mentality thing, whether we're playing Brazil or Argentina or Andorra. It's like I feel like the top teams, the mentality towards that game doesn't change. So I think that's something that we can